What is up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving. It's just we just hit midnight, so it is officially Thanksgiving. Fabian, Burke, Jackie, how y'all doing tonight? Thanks for joining the stream super late night. Just a heads up for everyone, we'll likely do a short stream because I do have to get up early tomorrow for some family stuff, but kind of want to just get in really quickly, see who's up and wanted to hang out, talk a little bit about the games tomorrow, talk a little bit about any start sits questions or anything we want to talk about fantasy wise, and then call it early night. The games start early, you guys, so make sure your lineups are set. But I do hope everyone's having a good night and safe. Fabian says, do I start Tua or Cam this week? That's a great question. So Cam has been pretty decent for us recently, right? My only issue with Tua right now is I do like his I really like him as a quarterback, but he's sort of showing what we expect out of a quarterback, which is a lot of inconsistencies with his own performance as well as just the game script for the Dolphins. So if it were me, I would actually play it a little bit safer and go with Cam Newton this week, just because we know what he's about, right? He's had his lows. He has a lot of upside as a rusher, so if it were me, Fabian, I would definitely go Cam this week. Great question, though. And give me 1 second. I just need to update a few things on my video so that we can make sure everything is searchable and findable. Yeah, Berg, a few new subs from last night. Exactly. Hey, last night was fun, right? Last night was really, really fun, and thank you all for the help. Jackie says, still toss up on my wide receiver situation. Fuller and Jefferson are probably starts. I really want to start Cooks because I'm scared of a matchup for Claypool and A-Rob. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, right? So let me look at my rankings, and let's see. Fuller, so we have Jefferson, Fuller. What else do we have here? Cooks. Oh, so Jackie, are you talking about Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller here? I would honestly try and diversify a little bit, right? I would maybe go Fuller and Jefferson, and then I honestly don't think Claypool is a bad pick here. I don't think Claypool is a bad pick. Mason, welcome. Sorry guys, give me literally 20 seconds so I can enable a few things on here to make sure that we can everything is so that for the replays and everything, I want to make sure that we chat comes in correctly and everything. So sorry, give me 30 seconds and I will be right with you all. Let's see. Also, how crazy is it that the Ravens Steelers game got moved, right? I think a lot of the players were kind of pissed off about that. Which rightfully so, right? Thanksgiving is one of those nights where it's kind of like the second biggest thing to the Super Bowl Sunday, right? So I can see why a lot of them are a little upset about that. All right, anyways, back to the question. So Mason says, Teddy and Rivers are waivers, Stafford and Cousins are my team. Not sure who the best to start. I'm projected to win by a good amount, so I don't think I go wrong. Hey, Mason, yeah, because you're projected to go up by 30, right? If you feel good, I would say I think Teddy or Rivers are great plays here. I prefer them a little bit over who is it? It was Stafford and Cousins. I like Rivers matchup this week, and I think I actually kind of just like Teddy for the rest of the season, so I would maybe pick him up there. Burke says, I've got Brady, Rivers, Wentz, and Ryan. Which two? Okay, so this is a 2 quarterback, right? Let me pull up my list here. So we got Wentz, Brady, Rivers, and who's the other one? Ryan. I kind of lean Brady or Ryan or Brady or Rivers here. I'm a little bit worried about Wentz. he has been underperforming on matchups that we think he would actually be doing well. So his performance over the last few weeks have been a little bit scary to me. Burke. Fabian says Rivers and Brady. Okay, I like that. Mason says, do I still start Jefferson over Marvin Jones with Golly being out? Yeah, I like Jefferson slightly more than Jones because to me Jefferson gets a little bit more volume. So I kind of like Jefferson over Jones, man. Fabian says I've got Wilson, Brady, Rivers, and Tua. Okay, gotcha. Burke says Steelers were pissed, lost their bye, and I know, right? I mean that's tough. Luke, what's up, man? Julio's killing me. I had Higgins on my bench to replace any injuries, but Burrow injury killed that. Yeah, I know. Is Julio out for sure? What's Julio's latest thing? Let's look up Julio Jones here. Julio Jones, he's limited, so yeah, it sucks. He'll be game time decision, but at least there's a chance that he might come back, right, Luke? Brick says same. Luke, let's see. Let's count the O's. What's the O count at, boys? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yo, Luke is keeping track of his O's. He's at 7. So, chat, the next time Luke comes in and greets us, it's got to be with 8 O's. Jackie, also the fact that Steelers don't have a long week Thursday to Sunday next week after they had their bye also taken away from. Oh, for sure. Yep. Luke says, yeah, up to 7. Brick says, if Rivers is good to go, I'm picking him over Wentz. I think it's a little bit safer. I think Wentz in general should be the better fantasy quarterback, right? But I'm a little bit worried about the fact that, we haven't seen a lot of great things with him recently. So I'm very cautious about Wentz. Honestly, I was someone that was a little bit higher on Wentz earlier on this season, but kind of maybe sound like a fool. Let's see. Does Teddy have a good playoff schedule? Let's look at this. And here, you guys, if you guys like it, we're just gonna show screen. There we go. Let me move myself over. So we look at the Panthers schedule. So Vikings is great. Broncos is fine. Packers should be fine as well. Saints might be a little tough, but I think he has a great schedule. I think especially for what we have left in the waiver wire, I really do think he's a good option. And honestly, he's been like what a top 12 quarterback this season, so I don't mind him at all. Steelers will be wearing the colors. I don't know, actually. That'd be sick though. I really like the color rush jerseys. He's got game time decision. He might be a good decoy, potentially. Bricks is 7. Yeah, the number of O's in AO. Mason says could be screw over, but I might just start Stafford. So if you want to have some steak on Thursday night, I wouldn't do it just to do it. But if you feel good about Stafford, I think he's an okay start. Bad week last week, obviously, but he shouldn't throw up another dud. Fabian says, should I drop Tua for Cam? I need to know 100% sure before this because I need to start him. I mean, I like Cam better this week. I don't know that I can tell you for sure that I like him for the rest of the season. But Fabian, I would also I'm a fan of what do you call it? Stashing 2 QBs, just to have it as backup. Jackie says, is Zhou droppable after concussion? No, not necessarily. I think he comes back, and I think he has a little bit of value as a starter on the Bengals, even though, their entire thing is a little down right now. Luke says, yo, you're green so fast, almost at 250. I know, right? It's crazy. We had a good turnout last night. I think we got 30 subs, 29 subs. So it was last night was very fun. It was very, very fun. Steve T, let's see, sorry. Irie, what's up, man? Do you think Texans, who do you think wins tomorrow, Texans or Lions? I'm rooting for the Lions is what I'll say. I'm rooting for the Lions. Steve T, welcome to the stream. Do you think Tom Brady is going to drop a dookie in the playoffs? No, I think he'll be okay. I think he's been a decent quarterback for us. Let's look up his stats really quickly. I don't own him, but let's look at the stats. I mean, he's got great weapons around him, right? And I don't love their rushing game, so I think he'll be okay, man. I mean, I don't think he's been top tier, but he's still top 8 so far, and his stats have been kind of all over the place, right? But I think he'll be okay. In the playoffs, he's got Minnesota. He's got a week 13, but that's rough. He's gonna drop a dookie there, right? But Minnesota, Atlanta, Detroit, Atlanta, that those are great matchups for him. Mason says drop Cousins for him. I think I kind of like Cousins a little bit more than Stafford at the moment. I just don't see a high ceiling with Stafford. Jackie says depending on whether I need a second running back, I would be cutting Gio for Gus or Dobbins. Okay, I mean if you need it this week, you need to go Gus, right? That's what it is. Breck says Texans Irie. Yup. Cam is a solid 4. I agree. Cam is trash. Yeah, Steve, he is kind of trash, but for fantasy purposes, if he can run the ball in a couple of times, we're all happy fantasy owners, right? Drop Seattle's for Bucks, a good move. Let's look at this. So I mean, Bucks. The only thing is you're gonna have an issue, right? Like you probably don't want to play them this week. You're gonna be fine for the next like 4 through 16, but like week 13, you're not gonna have them. So long term, I probably would. Mark Lee, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream, my friend. Mason says he's not as good with Galladay out, but he did have a 50-yard TD call back last week. He was also playing exactly right. Fabian says any reports on Rivers? I think he should be fine. He took it easy today, Fabian. But I think he should be fine. It seems like it was just a toe injury, so we'll know more tomorrow going to Friday. I think he should be fine for this week. Jackie says also I actually got Gallman somehow, so that's Jackie, that's great. I think Gallman's a great RB2. Breck says no, Seattle D is the best in the country. Yeah. Swift is questionable, I thought. I thought I saw that he was leaning towards coming back, right? DeAndre Swift. Oh, let's see, an hour ago. What does it say? He was always expected to be out or questionable for teams Thanksgiving and Clash. Swift owners got some good news as he will be watched close. That's not annoying. That's really, really annoying. Yeah, so I guess he's still questionable. That's super annoying that he's playing tomorrow morning. Mason says I was talking about dropping Cousins for Teddy. I just feel like Stafford still has good games to left. So yeah, okay. So yeah, if you want to do that, I think Teddy. I like Teddy slightly better. Teddy is a little bit more consistent with his production, in my opinion. Fabian says Teddy or Cam or Tua for the next few weeks. I'd probably go Teddy or Cam and then Tua. Tua is just, he's a little bit too inconsistent for me to play. I'm going to the playoffs. Again, it's a rookie quarterback thing. I don't know if we can really trust him. Obviously Justin Herbert's defying odds and playing like, a vet. But I don't know. I think Cam probably has a little bit higher of an upside. Teddy is going to be very solid. I would go one of those two. Mark Lee says Carr and Goff are both playing Jets in the future. Pick him up. Yeah, for sure, right? But I don't like Goff that much. I'm a little bit worried about Goff. He put up 10 points against Seattle. And that's not a knock on the Seattle defense, but he has not showed up a lot of times for good matches, and that's due to the fact that they have, that three-headed monster in the backfield, and sometimes they just vulture all the TDs. Jackie says if Mostert and Gio are out, I would probably have to add Gus out of necessity, but if one of them is needed, I'm not huge on Dobbins. I think we're too close to the playoffs to be comfortable starting him. At least I am, right? I think most of the fantasy world is very, very high on him, and that's great, but me personally, I'm not. There's a good chance he doesn't come back. He doesn't play until first round of playoffs. So to me, I don't think I can comfortably start him. The first week he's back, which is going to be most likely round 1 playoffs. That's my issue. His name isn't Golf, it's Garrett Garf. There you go. Fabian says Bills rain throwback. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. What did the Bills throwback look like? Let's see. Bills throwback uni. Is it these white ones? Or no? That's not the third. Is it the throwback? Is it literally the same colorway but just like looks less modern? Is Teddy up playing 100%? Let's see. Teddy Bridgewater. Let's see what the latest news is on him. It seems like people are saying they're expecting him to play. I guess I don't know if it's 100%, but it seems like there he's expected to play. Let's see. Would you play Houston D against Bengals in week 16? I think I would. I mean, I think there are better options, but if you're talking purely from stream perspective, I would. But like Burke said, Houston D is not very good. It would be more of a desperate play purely based off of matchup. But I do think there are better ones. And also, guys, there's not going to be a start sit video, and that's why I decided to stream tonight. It was just a little too rushed, especially with games tomorrow morning, so I didn't feel like me posting a video early was going to do much. So we're just going to do our start sit questions here, and the plan is still to get a playoff defense stash by this weekend. Brooks, what's up? Colts D versus Titans or Giants versus Cincy? Man, that's tough. It's hard for me to sit the Colts D, right? I like them a lot. Giants D has a better matchup, right? Is what I'll say. I might lean a little bit towards Giants purely just based off of matchup and Burrow's out, Gio's out. The Colts did lose DeForest Buckner today to COVID, so I'm a little bit worried about their ability to be able to stop Henry tomorrow, because Defoe's been a huge factor in our run game. So maybe because of the news, I mean, as much as that's hard for me to say, I think we potentially go Giants tomorrow. Mob GG, what's up? Hey Daniel, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. What are your thoughts on this trade I might right before the deadline? Kamara plus AB for Lamar, Deontay Waller, and then Lamar and Andrews for Rust. So pretty much you gave away Kamara and an AB for Deontay Waller, Lamar, and Russ. That's not bad. Mob GG, who are the rest of your running backs here? Running backs are Carson and Gibson. I think it's okay. I think you probably could have kept Kamara and AB here, but you upgraded very much so at QB. So if we're looking at it purely from a QB's value, you got one of the top fantasy quarterbacks, so I do like that for you. I think it's going to hurt that you lost Kamara, but Deontay Waller are going to be well for you. So overall, I think you did well. Fabian says Jimmy Graham. I hope so. We should do a series on just revenge games and see if there's any sort of validity to it. But that'd be fun. Arya says, what's the best week 16 D besides all the common ones, Browns and Miami? Let's look at the schedule here, Irie. If this will pull up at all, give me a second. I feel like the NFL, if we go to schedule, give me a second. Okay, so let's see. So we're looking at week 16, right? So for week 16, like you said, the Browns are good. I think the okay, so yeah, the Browns are good here. Ravens are decent. Let's see. Chicago's decent here. Ravens decent. Eagles potentially here. Then going down here, we have the Browns, Miami. Chargers could be okay here. Yeah, so I think I like those the best. Let me see what else. Panthers could be, depending on how Washington does over the next few weeks, I think Panthers could potentially be good as well. So yeah, those are a few options for sure. Alright, let's see where we're at. Ravens D this week. So who do we have this week? The Ravens. Ravens week 12, we're in week 12, right? Yeah, we are. Ravens are playing Pittsburgh, I don't know if I would be super comfortable starting the Ravens, honestly, man. Mason says, I'm going to try and go to sleep. Have a good night, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you, Mason, for stopping by. You know, have a good night, sleep well, and yeah, enjoy your Thanksgiving. I mean, yeah, Ari says, start Logan Thomas tomorrow or Jimmy J. Ooh, that's a good one. Let me look at these matchups, and sorry guys, I'm a little behind right now. I'm hoping that's okay since we are, you know, kind of just chilling tonight. So we have Logan Thomas, Cooper. So I'd probably go like, if you want a little bit of like spiciness, I'd maybe go Hooper, even though I'm a little bit worried about the Browns passing game. Otherwise, I think Logan Thomas gives you a decent ceiling tomorrow. And then I'd probably go Burden and then Graham. Wall Activio, I saw that. What happened? I didn't see anything. Brooks says I picked up and dropped Colts D twice. Both times they have lit it up. Brooks, Colts are a set and forget for the rest of the season. If you can grab them, I would. Shelby says my message got deleted. I'll just resend. Oh yeah, for sure. If Leonard comes back out of COVID, I'm starting. Leonard, it's DeForest Buckner. Brooks, not Leonard. Leonard's fine. Octavia says I beat the F out of the bully. I got detention, but it was worth it. What happened? Was this like was this fantasy, or was this school, actual school? Sir Sigley, welcome back. Since Galladay is out with either CD or Drew Bogan, I think CD's actually okay. He's been, I think he'll get a lot of targets from Dalton, and I think he's, you know, one of those like probably like around 8 to 10 point plays, safe with a potential for a touchdown. So I actually like CD here. Adam G says, hey, do you think Eckler will play? If not, Jonathan Taylor or Mostert? I think Eckler plays here, right? Otherwise, I would go Jonathan Taylor. I don't know if Mostert's back this week. But I do like Jonathan Taylor moving forward from here. Burke says, Andy Dalton looked good, but was a tough matchup. Still, Jacoby is sus on the Pats. Tough one, but I lean CD. Yeah, and I think we'll see. You know, it's hard to trust Patriots running backs, or sorry, wide receivers. I mean, it's hard to trust Patriots running backs, comma. It's also kind of hard to trust Patriots wide receiver at this point, because we thought that Myers was going to be the number one guy. He has been for like the last 3 or 4 weeks, and then all of a sudden he disappears, and then Bird is a new guy, right? So yeah, it's a little tough. Let's see, if Eckler plays, if not the JT, oh for sure. I want to see OK first. Yep. Fabian says start one at RB2. Henderson, Hines, or ooh, that's a tough one. How did Henderson do this last week? Because I know we were trying to review that for like you know, to see their split, but like how did Henderson actually do? Let's look at their shares really quickly. So high scoring game, you know, we assume most of those guys got pretty involved. If we look, that's a little rough. I don't love seeing that. Oh man, I don't love seeing that. That's tough. I would probably say Hines or Harris, honestly. I'm a little bit worried about, so Hines, like, he might not be as effective if JT gets going, but Harris, I don't know what's gonna happen after Sony comes back, so I would maybe lean Hines here. Adam says thanks, no problem. I'll tell you what happened, man. Can you let us know the story? Like, it sounds like he was a bully, but like, why'd you guys have to get into this altercation? What happened? Adam Jesus, rest of the season, Keenan Allen, or I like Keenan Allen a little bit more. Sir Sigley says that was my only question for tonight. I hope you have a head of Thanksgiving. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's a short stream anyways, but thank you, sir. We'll see you soon. We'll hopefully see you at a stream later this week. Luke says Keenan as well. Yep, Keenan has been fire. I agree. Keenan has been very good. Adam says, does C-Hop have COVID? Does he? I didn't hear of it, but let's see. DeAndre Hopkins, what does Google say? I don't think he has COVID. Big T says, Hines is also kind of like, yeah, for sure. He's very much used in the passing game as a pass catching back, Big T. So 100%. He has value in PPR. Luke says Higgins, Gio, Sony, Watkins, MVS if Julio misses. I would probably go, well, Gio's not playing, I don't think. Man, Luke, is there anyone else? I know you. Sorry, I saw your DM late. Do you have anyone else you can play? I'm not a huge fan of any of them really. Fabian, Damian Harris because of Rex Burkhead. Yes, but Fabian, you got to realize that Sony Mitchell's coming back, and I don't think Damian Harris is really affected by Rex Burkhead's injury. It's more so that James White is going to take that place. Bobby Schmerda, what's up, man? Jefferson or Thielen PPR for the rest of the season? I like Thielen a little bit more, a little bit more, but just slightly. Octavio says Thielen. Yep. Mr. Yang, hey, what's up, man? Listening to you at the work right now. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you for tuning in. What, Mr. Yang, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of line of work are you in that you're working overnight right now? But hey, appreciate it. Hopefully we can give you some good fantasy advice. Feel free to ask any questions. Adam says it says he has symptoms and it's an illness. Okay, I guess I haven't seen anything, but at least not to my knowledge that he has COVID right now. Maybe Marlon Mack. Oh yeah, Marlon Mack. There it is. And the streak goes on, boys. Fabian says Harris and Sony will split. We don't. That's the thing we don't know, and that's the issue right now this week with playing these running backs, is that we really don't know who is going to be starting for the Patriots in the running back field. So I don't know. Perk, thank you for the promotion. I appreciate it as always. Bobby Schmerder says I have both Jeff and Thielen. Hopefully they both through. Bob Yard, is your trade deadline passed, or is it still like later? Because I would try and trade one of them if you can. Pascal, Bird, and Reynolds. Oh, that's such a tough one. That's still a tough one. I kind of want to say MVS, even though I think he's kind of risky. I don't think Watkins is useful. Sony, we don't know what's going to happen. Gio has a concussion. Hey, I mean, if you want to like really bank on it, go Higgins, right? He didn't do well last week, but hopefully he does okay with Finley. So like maybe Higgins, because to me he's the best player out of those, even though he's in a really bad situation right now. Yeah, Burke is also waiting for new music, aren't we all, man? Streaming QB, Big G says streaming QB, Big Ben, Matt Ryan, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, Bridgewater, Rivers, or Tannehill all on waivers. That's a lot. If we're talking about this week, I would probably go Big Ben, Bridgewater, or Rivers. I like those guys. Are you worried about Kamara? Probably. I'm not. I think he'll be okay. Burke says, Jado, I did earlier too, but you missed it, so you have to do 2 more Marlon Mack versus. Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be missing any Marlon Mack references. Bobby says, yeah, I passed today. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. You have 2 great receivers on your hands, so it's fine. Burke had a stroke reading that. Nev Dog, what's up? In an 8-team league, would you drop Gio PPR? Yeah, who would you drop him for, Dog, and like who else do you have? I think he's okay moving forward because I'm skeptical that Mixon comes back, but it depends on what the rest of your running backs are like. So if you don't mind, just type it out. Luke says autocorrect. Mr. Yang says I make contact lens listening only through earbuds. Okay, for sure. That's awesome. That's cool. Are contact lenses difficult to make? Because they seem like they're very it's very thin. It's very sensitive. You must have very surgeon-like hands to be able to make them, huh? Fabian says Harris or Duke because someone dropped Duke on the waivers. I don't love Duke. I would almost say Harris here, even though I don't love that backfield. I just don't like Duke. That's how much I don't like Duke that I'm telling you to play Harris over here. But let me just check the matchups really quickly and make sure I'm speaking okay. Okay, yeah, I do like Damian Harris a little bit here. Oh, sorry, Luke, you're not. Yeah, you're correct. You're completely right. Filling's not the starter. It's who was it? It's the Bengals QB starter. It's someone else, right? It's Brandon Allen, who I don't really know who that is, but let's hope Higgins does well with him. Yeah, it's the other guy. McKissick for where's it? Ahmed or McKissick full PPR? I have card. Isn't Ahmed questionable? I thought he was a questionable this week. I see. Yeah, he missed practice this week, so I carefully monitor that. Big T, you might be stuck with McKissick. I'm not a huge fan of the game script for McKissick this week, but you might be stuck with McKissick this week. Carson was healthy, but McKissick is great in PPR. 100% agree. Dogs says I've got Henry, Eckler, Gallman, Ackman, Gaskin. Honestly, moving forward, I'd rather have Gio than Ahmed as well, say. If we assume that Gaskin's gonna, suit up. Honestly, dog, if you don't need to play Ahmed this week, which you might not be able to anyways, you might just drop him instead. Claudio, what's up, man? And also, Berg, yeah, great question. Who's available to be picked up instead? How are you doing tonight, Claudio? Fabian, Frank Gore, is he a pickup? Yes, he's the starter this week. I think he's good to go until P. Ryan comes back. Which we don't know. I don't think we know exactly how long he's out just yet. So what are your thoughts on Irv Smith Jr. rest of the season? I think he's going to have a slight increase in production if Thielen is out. I don't imagine Thielen being out a lot, but my issue with Irv is that he doesn't get a lot of targets. He doesn't get a lot of volume. He is very TD dependent, so I'm not a huge fan of that. Frank Gore is an infinite supply of points because he'll never retire, but no, he's not good. He's not great, right? He's not going to have a high ceiling, but if you absolutely need to start him, it's not a bad start because, like I said, he's a starting running back. That's going to get probably 10 to 15 touches. Break says, the way you said, honestly, dog, sound like you just casually started talking like that. That's funny. Claudia says McLaurin and Swift. Yeah, so Swift is game time decision. What? I thought McLaurin was playing, isn't he? Let's see. Let's go with Terry here. McLaurin. He has a full practice today, so that's good. I think you should be good with McLaurin at least. Luke says McLaurin is playing. I'm going to get him in and look at it if he's playing. Gotcha. Yep, that's what I imagine as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens, right? Yo guys, I need to update the sub goal. We're at 245 now. We're so close to 250. It's gonna be a short stream, so I don't know if we're gonna hit it tonight, but yo guys, we are very close, and thank y'all for making that happen. So let's see. Sub goal, we're gonna update it to 250. We're at 245, and we're gonna do an end date of let's say end of day, like let's do 11/20/2020. Let's go, boys. We're slowly getting bigger. Listen, if we can get one sub each stream, that's more than we can ask for. Kyler's playing too, right? Yeah, he should be, but he still can't see over his O-line. That's true. He's a short guy. On ESPN Fantasy Hub, it said Damian Harris is the best running back. Hey, very much could be, but especially with Bill Belichick, we don't know. I think there's a good chance that Damian Harris is still the lead back tomorrow as Sony gets eased back in, but we will see, right? Claudio says he is. Yep. Okay. Brick says, let's not hit it today, save it for the next stream, and let's I would do it. Maybe Friday night stream, we celebrate, and maybe the goal is to hit 300 by the end of this weekend, right? So if we have 2 more streams, like last night's stream, it's mathematically we hit 300, so we'll see what happens. Min, what's up? Now Claudia says Michelle sucks. Min says, what are the chances of Joe Mixon and Kenny Galladay coming back this season percentage wise? It's I don't know if I can give you a percentage. Kenny Galladay has a higher chance of coming back. I'm a little doubtful that Mixon comes back, but I can see him. I mean, we have to wait another 3 weeks, right? So it would be till like mid playoffs before he comes back. Burke says, I think Kenny G will be back. I do too. Because he's been out for weeks now, right? So I think he's more likely. Is Kenny G droppable? No, I think you hold unless you have someone that you really like. That's gonna, be able to replace those points for you. I feel like Harris would get you at least 10 points. He could be, right? He just gets a lot of touchdowns vultured by Cam Newton, which is not great. You know, that's all it is. Berg says drop him and Kamara ASAP. Yeah. Yes, and drop Michael Thomas as well. Chad is getting sarcastic tonight. I love it. Luke says I watch Fantasy Docs and they think Julio's more 3 to 4 weeks, but his game time described as this week. What are your thoughts on Julio? I don't watch. I guess I don't watch Fantasy Doctors. Let me see what I can pull up for Julio here really quickly. Julio. He was limited. I mean, it's good news that he was limited instead of did not practice, right? I guess I don't know the injury enough to say that. I think it's gonna be 3 to 4 weeks, so maybe not on our end, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I guess Luke, why did he say it was gonna be 3 to 4 weeks? We need Mr. Sarcastic about, yeah, he was here for what? And this is what I love, Burke, is that like all these new people came in and just like literally chatted for like an hour to 2 and just like was super active. That was great last night. That was so fun. I don't think Michael Thomas will be good this year. He played the Falcons. Yeah, we'll see. Taysom likes to feed him the ball, so we'll see. But I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with him at least. Burke says Doc said he recommends they inject stuff and rest him, but it doesn't look like they have any intent of resting him. He keeps on replaying and yeah. Okay, I see. I doubt this week, but maybe next week. Got it. I know Burke is so annoying. I just want him 100% for the playoffs, and maybe he will be. Maybe he will be, right? Fabian says Sony Mitchell was off IR and was active, but he did not play against. Yeah, I don't actually remember if they actually like activated him for sure. Yeah, I mean he should play. I think he should play. Let's see. Yeah, Burger saw you in the comments of the Finn. Nice. Hey, there we go. You should shout at each other out. Michael Thomas has the most receptions in the first 5 years of Indy. I know, that's crazy. Chaitanya, what's up? Nice makeup. Yo, I don't have makeup on, but if you think I look pretty, that's a compliment. How you doing tonight? Who's got the makeup on? It's a compliment, right? Boys, what do you think? Here's the ethical question for the chat. Is it ethical to leave Taysom Hill in this week or not? I just like how Harris runs. He's like, oh yeah, I actually love him as a running back. I just don't think he's in the right system, or they haven't developed the system around him just yet. Yep, Alabama. Okay. I actually didn't know that. I'm not that huge into college football, but that's good to know. But yeah, chat, what do you guys think? Is it ethical to leave Taysom in? Because here's my dilemma, right? For this team that I absolutely need to win, fantasy football has no room for ethics. Do whatever you can, right? Well, here's the thing, right? If I leave Hill in, that means I have to play Jacoby this week, and I have to play Ryan Tannehill. Instead, I could be playing Antonio Brown and Josh Allen instead. But I would have to pick up a tight end. So that's where I'm not sure what I should do. Let's see. Let's get this clear. Pittman is the number one. Yeah, I believe he is the number one on wide receiver in the Colts. Chachanya says, oh, sorry, I'm just used to seeing nice makeup tomorrow. Hey, no problem at all, man. How's your team looking for tomorrow? You got any people going tomorrow, Chaitanya? Taste of one more week, I think. We'll see. But, you know, I'm losing a lot of I feel like I'm losing a lot of points with Myers and Ryan Tannehill here, so I don't know. I really don't know. I think I play CD though this week. Khalio says no, it's high. Say that's true as well. No, but I think Pittman has been looking good, and he's trending upwards. He looks really good, getting yak on the low. Exactly, I was gonna say. Hey, great attention to detail, Berg. Yeah, exactly. They like to use him in a lot of like crossing routes and drags as well. So he's been great. getting like super wide open. They send some guys over the top. He gets under the coverage, gets, you know, a big pickup from it. That's been great. Min says, would you rather start Damian Harris or Montgomery? I'm skeptical with Chicago's offense. Yeah, I mean, Montgomery, at least we know, is a lead back, right? But let me see, who do we have Montgomery here for? Montgomery. Man, that's tough. Overall, I like David Harris better. I would maybe go Harris, but if you don't want to take the risk, maybe Montgomery. I'm not a big fan of Montgomery. Big T says Amari Cooper scores a TD. So I see it. I can see it. Yeah, we should commentate. Yeah, right. Montgomery is the best sleeper RB mixing forward. I'm not a huge fan of him. And I'll show you why. Right here. Let's pull up Montgomery, guys. Let's just look at his stats and we can look at these. So here's my issue. He's the number 23rd ranked RB as a lead back, right? And like, yeah, he gets just like when he gets the volume, he's still like not able to really convert it that much. So that's my only issue. Like the volume is actually okay, but you know, averaging most of the weeks less than 4 yards per carry, not great. Not a lot of red zone opportunities. He's only scored 2 touchdowns all year long. That's what I'm worried about. Harris is the future of the pass. I can see it. Colleague says he's decent at football. Monty just has no line, and that could very much be it, right? But purely with all the work he gets, he's barely acceptable. Okay, yep, I agree. Pitt gets 10 targets one day, but last game only 3, kind of inconsistent. Yeah, I understand that, and Aria is because they just started running the ball because the Packers couldn't stop him in the second half. That's honestly all it was. That's why JT had such a good game. Claudio says he's better than Gurley in real life. Okay, I mean, I don't. I'd be interested to hear your I guess your backup on that. That's interesting take though. I agree with Berkey's buns. Big T says, would you pick up Duke Johnson or McKissick or Ahmed? Detroit. I like McKissick, especially if you're playing PPR. Big T. I'm not a huge fan of Duke Johnson. Ahmed will have to monitor his injury status. Min says, I think Montgomery could be a backup RB on any competent team. He's not good enough to be a lead back. Okay. Claudia says that's not a relevant stat at all. Brick says they paid Tariq big money, then he died. Yeah, that's true. I would have Monty over Mac all day. I mean, right now, yeah, but normally I would not. I would go Mac over Monty. Brick says, Claudio, it's a measure of athleticism. He isn't athletic. Not necessary. Fabian says Nelson Aguilar big sleeper. I agree. I like Nelson Aguilar a lot. He's been on my waiver wire pickup list a few times. Nelson this week. I try to snag him off of waivers. Yep. Yeah. Nelson has a great two games coming up matchup wise. Then he plays the Colts, which I think is going to be a little bit more sketchy. But to me, I think Nelson is their number 1 deep threat target, and he's the number 2 guy after Waller. So he's pretty much the go-to wide receiver in my opinion. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water, boys. All right, Luke, yo, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming by. Happy Thanksgiving. Mr. Sarcastic, we're just talking about you, man. Nelson over MT. Are you talking about Nelson Aguilar, Mr. Sarcastic? I would probably play MT because he looked good with Taysom Hill. Chloe says, I wouldn't. I agree. Chair, who's your start of the week? Love it. Roberto, what's up, man? Good evening. We're doing well. How are you doing tonight, my friend? We're just doing a little quick late night stream since we don't have a start sit video coming out tomorrow. Just to kind of talk a little fantasy, wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and yeah, go from there. We'll probably have we'll go to an hour, so we'll have another 15 minutes left in stream. Big T says Antonio Brown, Parker, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson start 3. I'd probably go Johnson, Cooper, and Brown here. Zohan or Herbert this week. Herbert, you know, obviously Zohan, but you know, I think Herbert has deemed himself well to you know, warrant a start. So let's go Herbert. Claudio says Johnson for sure. Who is Zohan? You're gonna have to ask. You're gonna have to ask Ari that. Mr. Yang says, would you start Watson or Herbert? And who's your favorite team? Let me look at this lineup. Watson or Herbert? So the Texans are playing. Sorry, I need to pull up the schedule again. Let's look at this together. I mean, both are good plays, right? It's like, do you want 1A or do you want 1B? Texans are playing Lions. Chargers are playing Bills. I probably lean Watson, but very, very slightly. Very, very slightly. Berg says Johnson, Cooper, Brown. There we go. Perfect. Don't mess with Divin. Who's Divin? Herbert over Watson, in my opinion, Claudio. I think it's very tight. It's very, very tough. Do you like Ayuk or Debo? I mean, Debo's going to be the number one guy, right? So I'd probably Debo slightly, but I'm a huge fan of Ayuk, honestly. There you go, Irie. Sexiest man of all time. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I think we've got some good-looking fellas in chat. Mr. Sarcastic says I'll probably keep empty as a starter, but who should I start? Montgomery or Eckler? Eckler if he plays. Hey, and Claudio, I promise you, I didn't like actually read what you just said. Yeah, for sure, Eckler if he plays. Also, damn guys, I rip in the chat if I get a copyright infringement for literally the video auto playing and you know, trapping me. I didn't even play that. But yeah, that Chubb stiff arm was pretty nasty. I wonder if I'm allowed to play YouTube videos like in the background or like replays. I don't know. Chubb is the best pure runner. I like him a lot. Sorry. Also, Mr. Yang. My favorite team are the Colts. You can't see it right now, but yeah. I have a little. There you go. Colts Nation, baby. F in the chat, right? I know, right? Gotta get that strike from YouTube. Really, listen, in my defense, it literally auto-played. So what can you do, right? But yeah, I guess, you know, keep the questions coming. If not, I'm kind of curious what's everyone's plans for Thanksgiving. I know, you know, with unfortunately the whole pandemic going on, it's tough for a lot of people if either you're in school, you're away from family to have to travel. But yeah, what's everyone's plans for Thanksgiving tomorrow? Add this to the file of Daniel literally quoting chat like he came up with it himself. I know, right? I'm a fraud. So I'm guessing your favorite all-time quote is PF. Yep. Damn, I'm about to die here out of this water. He's actually the reason I became a Colts fan. I moved around a lot when I was a little, and I've never lived in Indy, but because of Manning, I became a Colts fan. So you're right on the spot there, my friend. I'm having lobster tail and bacon wrapped scallops. Oh, let's go, baby. Lobster tail and bacon wrapped scallops. Holy cow, that sounds tasty. I will say, chat, I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I feel like Thanksgiving Day food is a little overrated. A lot of like kind of bland stuff, right? But I kind of prefer like post Thanksgiving food. But I do like when people get like creative and like off, like non-traditional with Thanksgiving. I like, obviously I'm not gonna complain about just picking out, but I do feel like Thanksgiving food is a little overrated. So hopefully I don't get too much hate for that. Claudio says Ridley or A-Rod PPR weeks 14. I like, let's see. So if we have, sorry, my cat pressed something and I don't know how to get, there we go. So let's look at Falcons schedule. Falcons got, so we said 14 to 16, right? So we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, Chiefs, Bucks, Chargers, okay. And then who was the other one? It was A-Rob, Bears schedule. A-Rob has a better schedule, but I like Calvin a little bit more, especially if Julio's banged up. Claudia says lobster for Thanksgiving, goddamn, I know, right? Breck says Ridley as well. Yep, I agree. I think he's a better fantasy wide receiver. BT says I agree. I don't really like turkey or ham. Yeah, I don't like. Breck says I don't like a lot of the stuff for Thanksgiving. Mashed potatoes are top tier, but miss me with cranberry stuffing. There you go. Yep. I don't know if you guys ever tried a deep fried turkey, but deep fried turkey is actually like 10 times better than a normal turkey. So if you ever had the choice to choose, 100% go deep fried turkey. Big T says Jets might not get a win if they got a tough schedule. I know, right? Tank for Trevor. Unpopular opinion, stuffing is white. It's not great. It's like, it's all right. I like it. It's got some flavor, but it's all right. Miss Rissa's season, kicker Carlson or Tucker? Oh, that's a tough one. Let's see how they've been doing. I know Carlson has been doing really well, and your boy did call that pickup a few weeks ago. Okay, so he's been averaging like low double digits. Tucker. That's interesting, okay. It's interesting that Tucker hasn't been like super great this year. Obviously it's due to, their offense, but that's a tough one. I might have to get back to you on that, honestly, sarcastic. That's a really tough one to figure out right now. So I'll have to look at some stats and like matchups exactly, because kickers are, I think, in my opinion, one of the hardest positions to figure out. Claudio says probably Tucker. Okay. Min says thanks to Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you giving fantasy advice for two people. Appreciate it a lot. What are you thankful? Not to sound cheesy, but I'm thankful for all of you guys, because like, number one, this doesn't happen without any of you guys, and just the group of people that we have in chat is so much better than what I see on a lot of YouTube channels, because most people, they just kind of come in, ask a quick question and bounce. Sometimes they get responses where people are just kind of like assholes about like, laugh out loud this person instead, you idiot. So this has been a really fun community, and never would I have imagined us being this close to 250 within just 2 months of starting this. So honestly, just this community, it's great. But also, I'm sure we're all thankful for the fact that COVID didn't actually stop the NFL from existing this season, right? So I am also thankful that football is happening. Mr. Yang says, friend of mine says Popeyes does deep fried turkey. That's it. That's interesting. I would try that. I would 100% try that. Big T says, honestly, I'm thinking about starting a different kicker every week. Hey, listen, unless you have one of the top ones, I think that's very, very fair. Gase has to be the worst coach ever. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Gase either. I think he's kind of a joke. Tyler Bass is also he is very, very underrated. I think he's great. I just realized he was a rookie this year too. He's been great. I don't know how Gase has a job. Dan Quinn went 0-5 and got, Jets management wants Gase to get Trevor, right? So maybe he'll get a nice little bonus for going 0-16. Kylie says, in my 14 league, I wish I could start a kicker in my flex. That's funny. Tyler Bass from Will Lutz. I like Will Lutz a little bit more. Hawk should get Quinn back as a D coordinator. That's funny. Claudia says, I was going to say that, Burke. Our D coordinator is a joke. Yeah. NFL was the only sport not entirely screwed by COVID. Oh, for sure, for sure. Richard Brock, what's up, man? Welcome back. Pick 2, leave 1. Chark, Higgins, Beasley. I'd probably go Chark and Beasley, especially if John Brown doesn't play. Higgins is going to be our biggest wild card this week because we don't know how he's going to play with Brandon Allen. Let's get a W in the chat. Yeah, let's get some W's. Like, we all need the W's. We all need the W's. Claudio says, honestly, football has been a mess. Way too many injuries. As someone who got injured a lot, I feel for the... Yeah, I know, right? Because, Claudio, you're the one that... You're like that all-star cornerback, right? That play with Bobby Okereke. And Claudio, actually, I wonder if you, first, let's say hypothetically, you got it in a room with him and you were able to talk to him. Do you think he would remember who you are, Claudio? They should have done a Hard Knocks this season on the Jets. Yeah, that's fine. I still need to watch it at Hard Knocks because they did it on the Rams and the Chargers, right? Richard says, have a good Thanksgiving, man. Thanks for the tips as always. Yeah, enjoy your Thanksgiving, man. Enjoy it with all your, family, loved ones, and stay safe. Thank you for coming through. JJ Martin, what's up? Koo was my dropper. Dropped Bucker last week for him, and I ready to... Good. Koo is going to be great for you for the rest of the season. Keep him. Big Cheese Dex Prescott leads the Cowboys in passing. I hope he comes back and they win a Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Honestly, Claudio, who said that? Big T, we'll see. We'll see if he, I hope so, right? We'll see if, Jerry Jones lets him walk. Polly says, yeah, he would. We went to church together. Yo, that's awesome. Burke, I think we'll probably end the stream in like 5 to 10 minutes. I think we're winding down. Yeah, no, so everyone can get some sleep. I need to get up early. I'm actually biking like 25 miles in the morning, so I need to get some sleep. Claudio, that's cool. Claudio, do you have any ways to get in touch with him by chance at all? Or would it just be like, kind of like any other person trying to reach out to him, but like if you saw your name, he would actually recognize you? Cowboys would never win a Super Bowl. Damn, that's bold words. Big Cheese says, if Dak comes back, I put 500 on it. They win the next 4 years. I got Chiefs this season. Okay. Irie says, would you start AJ Brown against the Colts? I'm a little cautious about him against the Colts. I'm still debating whether or not I want to start him. A lot of this, who else do you have available to start instead? Because I think he's going to be, honestly, kind of like a boomer bust against the Colts this week. Damn, okay. Claudia says he'd take that bet. There you go. But Claudio, I was gonna say we should do a little special Bobby Okereke guest appearance on the stream if we can ever get in touch with him. That'd be really fun. Burke says you can always start Brown, but not very comfortably for sure. Ari says AB Pittman besides AJ Brown. So what I'll say is I think AB and Pittman are both a little bit safer than AJ Brown just this week. Again, what it's going to come down to is, does AJ Brown catch that one random pass that gets him the TD, right? So that he's either going to probably get like 3 to 5 points, or he's going to get like 13 to 16 points. He could definitely go off, right? He almost had a big game against the Colts 2 weeks ago, and we wouldn't be talking about it now, but I'm a little bit worried about just, his droppages recently. Claudio says 4 years with that terrible defense and O-line declining. Yeah, I mean, at some point, I don't know if Dak can be complete Superman, right? Big T says, Claudio, I predicted the Chiefs last season, Lightning and Lakers. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Yo, Big T, congrats. That paid off. $7,000 is no joke. That's awesome. SP predictions. Let's go. As a homer, let's go Colts and... Let's go Colts and Bucks. So we have old man bowl between Brady and Rivers. I don't actually think the Bucks are gonna get that far though. I am a Colts fan, Mr. Sarcastic. Claudia says, well, don't lose all your money from Cowboys. The cutoff came out for my league 119, so I needed 30 more points. I only had about 20 more on my bench, so in the end, I blame Ryan's. Okay, that's tough. I mean, honestly, Burke, that was just super unlucky for you. Like, any other week, you get that 119. So, sorry to hear that, man. Irie for sure. And, like, I'm not saying AJ Brown's a bad play. It's just that he's a little bit riskier, you know? I don't know who's going to be the best out of those three. We've seen a little bit more consistency with Pittman. And, I mean, Pittman only has 2 weeks, so I don't want to say consistency. But, yeah, you know what I mean. Minzes, would you keep Joe Mixon if you already have Godwin, J.K. Dobbins, and Jonathan Taylor? I feel like, sorry, Cat just stood up and blocked chat. What is it? I feel like, I'm going to move this window. I feel like Mixon is wasting my, since I have Galladay. I'm a little bit worried about that Mixon might not come back, but I do like Mixon better than, well, if you can pick someone else up, I would, right? But I'm a little bit worried whether or not Mixon's going to come back. And if he comes back, like, what shape that team's going to be in. Especially since Burrow's out now, too, right? I'm personally keeping Mixon right now, but that's actually something good to think about to potentially drop. Big T says, crazily enough, I predicted the Lightning after I seen the coach had the same birthday as Kobe Bryant, and one was 2004. There you go. Hey, Big T, that's awesome. That's awesome. Iris says Gage or Amazekia. What's is that a typo? Min, thanks for your help as always. I'm about to leave. Have a good night. Min, thank you for coming by. We'll see you maybe later this week. Have a great Thanksgiving, my friend. Min, you can't drop someone like Mixon, too much value. Best way to trade him away, maybe even trade low. Exactly. Take whatever you can get unless there's a great option. Waiver wire, 100% agree. Galladay isn't on IR, but he might still be on his IR. Is that how it works? I'm sure someone would be willing to give someone for Mixon. I agree. Trade deadline was over a week. Oh, that will. Okay, that's fair. I still think he's worth a keep, unless, again, like, you know, I would almost be. Yeah, I mean, like Burke was saying, it would have to be someone that you feel really good about to pick up, right? Ari says, okay, now I need a good flex Montgomery or AJ Brown or Rojo or AB. Out of those, I would go AB, AJ Brown, Montgomery, then Rojo. That's my tier list for like safest points. Claudio says Swift or Gibson. I like Gibson a lot here. I like Gibson a lot. Also because we don't really know what the deal is with Swift. So yeah, I want to play Monty. Rojo is very under. Also, I agree. At least, like, here's the thing: is like if Rojo, when he has his bad days, he'll get you like literally like 2 or 3 points. At least Monty will probably get you like 6, 7 points, because he, like, you know, we can't ignore the volume, right? He's been getting 15 plus, so ideally that turns into 60, 70, 80 yards. So I do like his floor a little bit more than Rojo. Let's see. Irie says, thanks again. Tomorrow you streaming. I don't know. What do you guys think? So with, you know, with Thanksgiving and everything, I'm assuming most people are spending time with their family. Would people be interested in a late night stream, like after 10 p.m., like either like 10, 11 or 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Pacific tomorrow night? Or like, would you guys rather just have one on Friday? I'll see what you guys want to do. Is the Bears-Packers game prime time? I don't know. Let's see. NFL schedule. Bears schedule. It's 5. Oh yeah, it is. It is 5 Sunday Night Football. Ray Munoz, what's up, man? Green Bay Red D is terrible. I agree. Roberto's piecing out, not y'all. Almost midday here, and I have booty call. I have to feast, so I'm gonna have a good one. Feast yourselves. Stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Follow the Instagram. I'll maybe do a poll, but we'll see if people actually want it. I feel like most people are probably gonna be hanging out with their families, so we may not. But maybe we'll do like a late night chill one. But yo, have fun, Roberto, and we'll talk soon. I always thought flex is best for RB, but this year wide receiver is better in PPR. It depends, and a lot of it just depends on the players. But wide receivers have been playing well this year. I do still prefer running backs when I can get it. Running backs haven't bad. Yep. Big T, what's your Instagram? It's right here. It's there. So just follow at DZ Fantasy Football. Maybe I need to make it a little a little bit like different color or something. Let's see. We're gonna do extra bold. Font size a little bit bigger. Color, maybe let's do red. That too much? Is that better at all? I can't tell if that's like worse actually. Hey, that's not your fault at all. Yeah. Burke's got to run. Hopefully the trolls. Hey, no, you're good. We're about to end stream soon too. Burke, have a great Thanksgiving. We'll talk soon. Yeah. I didn't see that at all. Yeah. Irie, take it easy. Everyone go to sleep. We're probably gonna end. Let's just end stream now. So everyone can go do your thing. But hey, y'all, thank you all so much for coming through tonight. It's been fun. It's been very chill. Kind of stands out more. I'll play around with a little bit more. So now I have it actually. Let me know if that's better because I now kind of have it in a box. So I'll play around with it. But yo, Big T, thank you so much for pointing that out. That's good. That's the kind of stuff I like to have. But all right, boys. Well, hey, I'm gonna call it a night. Again, thank you all so much for stopping by tonight. Good luck everyone tomorrow. Have a great Thanksgiving. Stay safe. If you're able to, be in person with your family, your loved ones, I hope everything goes well. But, it's a holiday season, right? Thankful for family, thankful for friends, thankful for football. So everyone have a great day tomorrow, and we'll stream either tomorrow night or Friday night. I'll let you all know, but thank you all. Miss Big T, Mr. Sarcastic, have a great night. Burke, Ari, Claudio, y'all have a great night. Roberto, Ray, take it easy. Peace out.